I'm Vince, also known as PleasantKenobi on the internet, and I'm not really much of a cat man. Once upon a time I probably would have referred to them as shits, little bastards, and just bad dogs. But over time I grew up and I realised that the tribalism between cat owners and dog owners it's futile, it's silly, it doesn't make any sense. It makes us no better than the cats and the dogs we're discussing. And what is man, if not only a better dog? And then eventually my sister got a new kitten called Pepsi, and myself and my wife played with the cat, and it was all fun, and you know what? I thought, cats ain't so bad. The real problem with cats, though, is that they give this illusion of domestication. I mean, compare them to dogs, right? People believe they've got them trained. They believe that the cat cares about them. That's not true. Dogs can be trained. Dogs care. Dogs are loyal. Cats, if anything, have domestified us. We are the slaves to cats. In many ways, we are doing their bidding. We are slaves to these demon, vampire, monster, Satan bitches. That last sentence does make it sound like I don't like cats, and I do like cats. I'm getting sidetracked again, aren't I? In essence, they're just not as wholesome or lovely as dogs. And then there's one entity, group, or ominous corporation who's definitely pro-cat and anti-dog. And that's Wizards of the Coast. The cowards at the mothership are literally killing magic by printing so many adorable, cute, and powerful cats. Yet they won't unify hounds and wolves together, not even giving us a commander that cares about both. Why, Wizards? Why? But why the pro-cat agenda? Well, it's a fucking trend, isn't it? When Twilight was busy awakening young ladies' desires at the thought of a 100-year-old paedophile hanging out at their high school, Wizards decided to cash in with a horror-themed set filled with vampires and werewolves. But the real question was, were you team Olivia Voldaren, or were you team Grimgrin the Corpseborn? So as the world goes into a fervour over the critically acclaimed and much loved musical Cats, Wizards aimed to line up an increased number of cat cards to monetize cat mania. I see you, Wizards. I know what you're doing, you pussy-loving sons of cats. So here is the top 18 cars in all of Magic. And yes, I did say cars, because I mistyped it the first time on my script and I found that funny, then continued on with it as a meta joke where I show you my script and go, ha ha, I mistyped it as cars, look at me, I'm so funny, I'm a funny man on the internet, please give me attention or I might die. But why 18 cats, I hear you ask, like a meek little pussycat in the back of the room? Well, come closer, come here, little cat, come here. It's because they have 9 lives. So, let's get to the list. Let's set the tone for the list. Here's a picture of my grandmother's pussy. Cats. At number 18 we have Savannah Lines, the OG 2-1 for 1 white mana. Back before every colour got a better 1-drop, this used to be a fucking rare. That is how pushed a 2-1 for 1 was at one time or another. Then we got Carnophage, then Goblin Guide, Delver of Secrets, and I'm sure green has a better 1-drop than this as well, but I just can't think of what it is. It's probably a relevant creature type 2. Oh, never mind. At number 17 we have Waiting in the Weeds. Look at the pointy little ears on this cat. What a good little cat. It brings its friends for everyone. Cats, cats, cats. I hope you like cats, 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 cats. Number 16 we have Generous Stray. The most blatant pro-cat propaganda this side of harmless offerings, cute little eldritch monstrosity. A cute cat bringing its owner a dead little frog / lizard thing. But I have to ask, whose house did you break into to steal this poor Crisis child, huh? Think about it. Ravnica's not known for its swaths of open farmland. This means it probably broke into someone's apartment. This is probably a small child's pet Crisis bought from the Simic pet shop down the road. Where did you get it from, cat? Answer me! Answer me, you fucking cat! At number 15 we have Black Cat, but actually it's Cauldron Familiar. Black Cat is the perfect embodiment of the baby Satan nature of cats, but then I realised as much as the art of Black Cat is perfect, it isn't mechanically or thematically quite the evil little bastard that cats can be. Then I remembered Cauldron Familiar. Anyone who's played Arena or Standard knows this plight. Cat plus oven combo is a perfect representation of no matter how often your cat leaves, it'll probably come back at the promise of food, like a little satanic boomerang. And people always talk about how you're cooking the cat into the oven like a pie or some shit. That's not it. It's more meta than that. It's the fact that as long as you have food, as long as you have comfort for this fucking cat, it will come back from its stray wanderings like a nomadic fucking prodigal son. At number 14, we have Kentaro the Smiling Cat. A smiling cat is something you will never actually see in the wild because they're miserable, and no one wants them anyway. Case in point, the popularity of Grumpy Cat, you fucking weirdos. So what is more perfect for a fantasy setting than an actual smiling cat? I think making the cat furless was a bit much though, as that loses out on the appeal towards the furry crowd. Next up, number 13, Slash Panther. Slash Panther, which sounds like some shit tight leather trousered bound sex addicted rock band from the 80s, was at one point known for being a Jace the Mind Sculptor killer in Vintage. Easily cast off of workshops and mana rocks to haste out and murder an unsuspecting $100 mythic, I am now playing it in the board of Mono Red Prison myself in Legacy to do just this out of a Khan wish board. Number of Jaces killed? Well, 2. Number of games played? Don't ask that question. At number 12 we have Chameleon Colossus, the biggest protection from Black Cat printed in Morningtide. Need I say more? At number 11 we have a Ketra. Whilst not strictly speaking a cat, a Ketra deserves a slot on this list as the Egyptian themed set's cat god. One of the most interesting mono white commanders printed in a very long time. This particular version of a Ketra makes us bodies whenever we cast spells or creature spells, which gives us card advantage in white. Of course, white is never to be allowed to draw cards specifically, because that would ruin the fucking game. Are you mad? Drawing cards in white? Fuck you, right? You're the reason Magic is dying. If the Scorpion God would make the top 10 or top 18 or whatever arbitrary number I pick Scorpion list, and the Locust God would make the Locust list, then a Ketra has to make the cat list. Like I said, it's the Egyptian themed set's cat god. Those ancient Egyptians were obsessed with 3 things, apparently. Giant masonry polyhedrons, pussy, and their own mothers. Which when you say it like that, it's kind of fucked up. At number 10 we have Cataclysm, the only cat that kills both planeswalkers and multiple lands in one go. That's a good kitty. Sign me up. I like this cat. At number 9 we have Leonin Relic Water, legacy D&T staple, fetchable off of a recruiter, and very good at dealing with problems like opposing equipment or an ensnaring bridge, for example. I've played plenty of this card in my time within Magic. There was a green-white variant, I guess, or I guess strictly better for the most part, Quasali Pride Mage, that almost made this slot, but I decided, fuck you, green. Why do you get all the love in the world? In at number 8 we have Felidar Guardian, the only card banned on this list. Some might say it ran out of its 9 lives. The problem was that it accidentally comboed with Saheeli, and instead of admitting defeat and banning a Planeswalker, you know, the face cards of sets and shit, this card got put in jail. Rest in peace, sweet flickering prince. Number 7, Ajani Pridemate. The token version of this from recent sets looks like a swimwear model who was here to serve you grapes in a Miller Lite advert, but this boy has been a mainstay of Magic for a while now, getting obnoxiously large in Soul Sisters and decks like that, and being potentially the chunkiest fat cat on the list. At number 6 we have the Guardian's older, fatter brother, Felidar Sovereign. This truly is a fat cat, it's Commander's cheesy boy, a must kill on sight. Felidar Sovereign has probably been responsible for many, if not more or the most on this list, exasperated sighs at EDH tables. Someone plays it and then someone says, oh, does anyone have an answer for that? Anyone got a Wrath? Anyone? You're not playing any Wraths? Why is no one playing any Wraths? Why do I even play this fucking format? It also gets a mention on this list for being a massive pain in the arse Unlimited as well in 2 different limited sets. That's right, a 4/5 life-linking Vigilant creature for 6 is pretty strong as it turns out in board stalls. Originally a mythic, they downticked it to rare in Battle for Zendikar, which is just one of many, many issues that plagued that block. At number 5 we have Arabo, Roar of the World. So I couldn't not put the chunky Commander cat on here, right? Look, I didn't even want it on here. It's just to placate the weebs in the comment section. Eminence as a mechanic is something I dislike quite strongly, although to be honest, Arabo is an example of it being done right, so I'll give it credit where credit is due. But moving on, let's talk about better cats. At 4 we have Brimaz, King of Oreskos. But seriously though, fuck Arabo, this is the real Lion King, right here. I remember this being an expensive chase mythic in spite of it seeing little to no play in its time in Standard. I played it in Modern and Legacy D&T at a time in the beta/army in the can slot, and it was gas. Brimaz is a brave, valiant leader and a powerful mono-white legend that falls a little short of actually being exciting in Commander, but protecting him with Krakus and Legacy and then viling him back in against Miracles after they've been forced to terminus you was a high point of that format. Hail to the king, baby! And one day, I hope one day, I'll get to play you again. So at number 3, no cat list would be complete without the furry thirst trap that is Ajani hentai hero. So there are fucking tons of Ajani variants. Some stronger than others, some sexier than others. If Brimaz is the Lion King, then Ajani is the cat daddy. Ajani, I salute you because you honoured the memory of our girl Elspeth and you managed to have consistently more interesting design than the Chad Gideon over the years. Keep on purring, big boy. So at number 2, we've had the king. We've had the daddy. So who is next? Who is higher on that hierarchy than those? Well, it's our Lord and Saviour. It's the Cat Jesus. One of my most played cards by an absolute huge margin, a 2-mana 2/2 with minor inconvenience strapped to his body that allows you to win games against decks with tons of fetch lands, against Scapeshift, against Gifts Ungiven, against Birthing Pod at one time in Modern. He turns Ghost Quarters into Strip Mine, which is like turning water into wine. That even rhymed. He often dies for the sins of other people's mana bases. He is Cat Jesus. But it doesn't top off the list. Oh no, that honour goes to an even more powerful entity in the cat pantheon of cat-tacular, pussy-tingling feline power. That's right, you thought you could escape the latest set. You thought you could escape the C-word. Cunts. If Arbiter is a Cat Jesus, then Lewis is Cat Satan. An absurdly a powerful addition to Magic from its latest set Ikoria. If in time Companion proves to be an ongoing part of Eternal Magic, I will guarantee you that Lewis will not be part of that legacy. It will be a distant memory, or perhaps even a nightmare. He cannot stay. He's dominating Legacy, Modern, and Vintage because he makes the free mana spells like Black Lotus, Lotus Petal, and LED even better. Yeah, we did it, y'all. We broke Black Lotus even further. Companions might have been alright if their restrictions weren't so easy to meet, but beyond the jokes about Black Lotuses and Lotus Petals, this thing allows you to replay your Boggles, to replay your Infect creatures, to replay your Delver secrets. As we get into older formats, into Modern, Legacy, and Vintage, the CMC of cards go down and down and down to the point that having a restriction where you can only play permanents of 2 CMC or less is hardly a fucking restriction at all. Companions might have been alright if their restrictions weren't too easy to meet and their effects weren't so damn good. If he was just a 3/2 of lifelink, he might be a card that people wouldn't fucking shift their whole decks around. Problem is that Lotus is crazy because the actual static ability is probably constructed playable when it's the right decks on its own anyway. But the companion thing pushes it to the logical extreme because they always have a fucking Lotus. A guaranteed cat companion bastard in the cat companion command zone bastard area. Games will revolve around him because they always draw him. Because they're always in their opening hand away from a Thoughtseize because they're in the special zone. Fuck you, Cat Satan. So what do you make of my list? What did I miss out? What did I exclude on purpose in order to fan the flames of discontent and engagement in the comment section? Well, tell me in the comment section below. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, hit the bell icon as well, because it turns out like a lot of you haven't got the bell notified. I'll click so you don't get the notifications when my videos go live. And until next time, think of me when you touch your pussy. Cat. Pussycat. Oh, come on. Get your fucking mind out of the gutter.